For 5 unforgettable seasons, Martin 1992 brought joy and laughter into millions of homes, with its perfect blend of comedy, heart, and unforgettable characters. Yet behind the scenes of this beloved 90s sitcom, tragedy has quietly claimed 5 talented actors who helped make the show legendary. From sudden illnesses to unexpected health complications, these performers who once made us laugh have left us far too soon, reminding us that even in comedy, life can be heartbreakingly unpredictable. Jerry Gray. When Martin Lawrence's character faced off against the neighborhood's toughest resident, Miss Gary, audiences knew they were in for something special. Jerry Gray brought this sassy elderly woman to life with such authentic fire that her catchphrase about being able to bust your head with a bag of nickels became legendary among fans. Miss Gary appeared in every season of Martin, making Gray one of the show's most consistent supporting players and proving that her character was essential to the show's dynamic. Born Jeruth Person on April 6, 1925. In Georgia, Jerry Gray didn't start her acting career until she was already in her 50s. She began with small roles in the late 1970s, including a part in the TV miniseries King, which depicted the life of Martin Luther King Jr. Gray also worked behind the scenes as a wardrobe assistant for the 1976 movie Dr. Black, Mr. Hyde, showing her dedication to the entertainment industry from multiple angles. Gray became more famous in the 1990s when she landed recurring roles in popular TV shows. Her most notable work included appearances on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where she played various elderly characters, and the 1993 Robert Altman film Shortcuts, where she played a club owner. She also appeared on other sitcoms, including The Wayans Brothers, Family Matters, A Different World, and The Jamie Foxx Show, establishing herself as a reliable character actress who could bring warmth and humor to any role. Tragedy struck on August 8, 1997, when Gray suffered a heart attack and passed away at age 72 in Los Angeles. Her death came just 2 months after Martin's series finale, making her the first cast member from the show to pass away. Fans and colleagues mourned the loss of an actress known for her comedic timing and warm personality. Gray left behind a legacy that proved age was no barrier to creating memorable television moments, and her portrayal of Miss Gary remains one of Martin's most beloved recurring characters. LaWanda Page. When LaWanda Page appeared on Martin as Evelyn Porter, audiences immediately recognized the commanding presence that had made her a comedy legend for decades. Page brought her signature sharp wit and perfect timing to 4 episodes between 1992 and 1993, playing a feisty elderly woman who could hold her own in any verbal sparring match. Her guest appearances on Martin allowed a new generation of viewers to witness the comedic genius that had earned her the title, the Queen of Comedy. Born Alberta Richmond on October 19, 1920, in Cleveland, Ohio, Page began performing at age 15 as a fire dancer in St. Louis nightclubs. She developed an extraordinary act that included swallowing fire, lighting cigarettes with her fingertips, and walking over flames, earning her the stage names the Bronze Goddess of Fire and LaWanda, the Flame Goddess. Despite burning herself frequently and performing in dangerous nightclubs where violence was common, Page persevered because, as she said, "If I had to burn to make a living, I was willing to burn." Page's career transformed when her childhood friend Red Fox asked her to join his sitcom Sanford and Son in 1972. Her portrayal of the Bible-toting, sharp-tongued Aunt Esther Anderson became an instant fan favorite and established her as a television icon. The role was perfectly suited to her comedic style, allowing her to showcase the same fearless energy she brought to her stand-up performances. Page also released 5 comedy albums, including the gold-selling Watch It Sucker in 1977, and appeared in films like Friday and My Blue Heaven. On September 14, 2002, Page died from a heart attack following complications from diabetes at age 81 in Los Angeles. Her death marked the end of a remarkable 6-decade career that had broken barriers for African American women in comedy. Page paved the way for countless future comedians by proving that funny was funny, regardless of gender or background, and her influence continues to inspire performers today, who understand that sometimes the best comedy comes from speaking truth with fearless honesty. Thomas McCall Ford. Among Martin's group of friends, Tommy Strawn stood out as the voice of reason who could ground Martin's wild schemes with level-headed wisdom and gentle humor. Thomas McCall Ford brought such authentic charm to this role that Tommy became the heart of the show's friendship dynamic, appearing in every single episode alongside Martin Lawrence. Ford's portrayal of the perpetually unemployed but eternally optimistic Tommy created one of television's most beloved running jokes with the question, "You ain't got no job, man," while also showing audiences a character who proved that friendship and loyalty mattered more than professional success. Born on September 5, 1964, in Los Angeles and raised in Long Beach, California, Ford initially dreamed of becoming a preacher like many in his family hoped. His path changed during high school when he discovered acting through drama classes and school plays, finding his true calling on stage rather than in the pulpit. After earning his Associate of Arts degree from Long Beach City College in 1985, Ford transferred to the University of Southern California, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in acting, giving him the solid foundation he needed for his entertainment career. Ford's breakthrough came with Martin, but he continued building an impressive resume with roles in Harlem Nights, New York Undercover as Lieutenant Malcolm Barker, and The Parkers as Mel Parker. Beyond acting, Ford became known as the Pope of Comedy, while serving as a judge on TV One's Who's Got Jokes, hosted by Bill Bellamy. However, his most meaningful work came through his nonprofit organization, Be Still and Know, which he founded in 1998 to build better communities for youth, and his two inspirational children's books, Positive Attitude and I Am Responsible for Me. On October 12, 2016, Ford died from a ruptured abdominal aneurysm at an Atlanta area hospital at age 52. His sudden passing shocked the entertainment world and left a void that was deeply felt during the 2022 Martin Reunion special, which paid tribute to him. Ford's legacy lives on through the countless young people he inspired through his motivational speaking and the timeless friendship he portrayed on screen. Charlie Murphy. When Charlie Murphy appeared on Martin as the character Bro For Real or Brother For Real, audiences got a preview of the sharp comedic timing and authentic street-smart humor that would later make him famous on Chappelle's show. Though his appearances on Martin were brief guest spots, Murphy brought an undeniable presence to the screen that showed he was more than just Eddie Murphy's older brother. His natural charisma and ability to deliver lines with perfect deadpan timing made even his small roles memorable and hinted at the comedy star he would eventually become. Born Charles Quentin Murphy on July 12, 1959, in Brooklyn, New York, Charlie faced serious challenges from an early age, including spending 10 months in jail as a teenager for various offenses. On the day of his release in 1978, he made a life-changing decision to enlist in the United States Navy, where he served 6 years as a boiler technician. Charlie later said the Navy made him a man, giving him his first apartment, first marriage, first bank account, and first car, and that joining was the best move he could have made since most of his childhood friends either died or ended up in prison. After leaving the Navy in 1984, Charlie became Eddie's bodyguard but found himself too passionate about protecting his famous brother, often getting into confrontations with people who didn't laugh at Eddie's jokes. This led him to try screenwriting, and he sold his first script about crime boss Nicky Barnes to Paramount for $150,000 in 1986. Though the movie was never made, Charlie found his true calling on Chappelle's show with his True Hollywood Stories segments, particularly his legendary tales about Rick James and Prince that became some of the most quoted comedy sketches in television history. On April 12, 2017, Charlie died from leukemia at age 57 in a New York hospital while undergoing chemotherapy. His final tweet the night before, "Release the past to rest as deeply as possible," seemed to capture his philosophical approach to life. Charlie proved that with determination and talent, anyone could step out of a famous sibling's shadow and create their own lasting legacy in entertainment. John Lampkin. When Martin and his friends needed a place to hang out, argue, and share their latest adventures, they headed to Nipsey's bar, where Sean Lampkin created one of the show's most welcoming and memorable gathering spots. Playing the bar owner Nipsey from seasons 3 through 5, Lampkin appeared in 28 episodes between 1994 and 1997, bringing a calm and friendly presence that balanced the chaos of Martin's wild schemes. His character's famous catchphrase, "Well, all right," became a signature response that fans still quote today, and Nipsey's establishment served as the perfect backdrop for countless memorable scenes that helped define the show's later seasons. Born Elmore Sean Lampkin in 1969, he developed a passion for martial arts early in life and eventually became a black belt in karate, later serving as a taekwondo master who taught children in Los Angeles. This discipline and dedication carried over into his professional life, where he became much more than just an actor on Martin. Lampkin worked as Martin Lawrence's personal assistant and right-hand man for decades, building a relationship so close that friends described it as essential to Lawrence's career, with one saying, "No Martin without Sean," and recalling how Lampkin would bring Lawrence along when running errands. Beyond his role on the sitcom, Lampkin appeared in several of Martin Lawrence's major films, including playing the pest control man in Bad Boys, the cab driver in Big Mama's House, and the shooter in the prison comedy Life. His loyalty and professionalism made him a trusted member of Lawrence's inner circle, and he continued working behind the scenes long after Martin ended, helping with various projects and serving as a reliable friend and business partner. Lampkin was also known for his love of roller skating, and was described by friends as someone who brought sunshine and positivity to everyone around him. On March 8, 2023, Sean Lampkin died peacefully in his sleep at his home at age 54, with no known cause of death. His passing made him the second actor from Martin to die prematurely, leaving behind a legacy of friendship, loyalty, and the kind of genuine warmth that made Nipsey's bar feel like a place where everyone belonged.